Welcome back to week 4 of O Shift. Scooter's off fighting the Spanish War of 1898 right now, so he won't be able to make it. Just kidding, he's in jail. Just kidding, he's in a coma. Just kidding, he's actually passed out drunk somewhere. Actually, all of those are terrible things, and regardless of when he comes back next week, it'll just be me here giving you the news. So get ready for 5 minutes of social anxiety. Up first, we have Volvo announcing that they plan to make their fully electric vehicles without any leather. Sounds so attractive. The guy who I'd like to make my Dogecoin go up again, Elon Musk, and Grimes called it quits after 3 years. Apparently, they haven't been able to agree on a settlement number yet. The Acura Grand Prix was held in Long Beach this weekend, the only reason anyone ever needs to go to Long Beach, or talk about Acura. Chevy just revealed their new Corvette Z06 in an Instagram post today, and later, I'm going to be DMing them in vanish mode. Mercedes just suspended sales, try saying that 3 times, of their V8s due to quality issues. It makes sense for the engine, but I wonder if car companies could also do it for the thing in front of the engines. In more V8 news, a Chevy Tahoe will be getting a 6.2-liter V8, so my Uber Black better not ever be 12 minutes away again. For 2022, the Honda Passport has been redesigned with significant off-road capabilities. Who's taking a Honda Passport off-road? Mercedes Benz new EQS, their electric vehicle, boasts a 0 to 60 time of 5.5 seconds, 329 horsepower, and 454 miles until they run out of electricity for $96,000. So for $96,000, what am I paying for? The new Mercedes-Benz SL Roadster is on the way. To this news, older black men were seen fainting all across the Ladera Center. Motor Week released a guide on maintenance for a car that reaches 200,000 miles. Tip number 1, stop driving. Polestar is set to go public with an evaluation of $20 billion, marking the largest public evaluation of any Polestar. A Corvette C8 got crushed by a Maserati while being transported on a trailer. This is literally the only time a Maserati has ever come out on top. The Ford Expedition got refreshed for 2022, and I'd like to know, who are they making these for? 3,000 BMWs were never sold and have been rotting away in a field for the past 7 years. The abandonment issues, the unrecognizable face. It's all making sense. Also, bitch, just doing some quick math here, and the average cost of a BMW in 2014 was about $52,000. So if I multiply that by 3,000, that's going to give me about $156 million. So you could let $156 million of product go to waste inside of a lot rather than give it away to those that are in need. Is that what I'm hearing? I mean, that's what it looks like. It was just okay to just have those sit? You couldn't think of something else to do with them if it didn't account for your revenue? Cool. Last week, Scooter and I had the privilege of going to the BMW Ultimate Driving Experience, and honestly, come take a look. Plus, I know you miss Scooter, so here's a little peek.
Okay, so it was really far away, really far, because you can't really do anything in LA. So you just have to drive, and oh, we're here. So this is a BMW event called the Ultimate Driving Experience, and they had the iX, a ton of cars to look at. This was actually really cute in person, a lot better than it looks in the pictures, because I threw up the first time I saw a preview of it. And then we kind of just walked in, saw the X5. Didn't get to drive it. We'll talk about that later. Oh, hey, iX again. And they were setting these cars up to race a drag. The X5 was tearing it up, but I don't know who's driving this time. They were not getting it done. Late piece of girl. Oh, hey, Scoot. So, and then we got ready to go to the Ultimate Driving Experience. We got to do autocross and race a couple 4 series. There you go. There's a 4 right there. Take it around a couple laps. We had these amazing instructors. They told us what to do, all of that stuff. Scoot hopped in. Let's see how Scoot does. All right, come on, get in there, Scoot. Scoot did some driving. All right, close that little door. Go ahead. Look at him. About to go off course. Oh, there's me. So it's fun, but unfortunately, you have to pay $250 to drive the M, so all we could really do is stare at it, take a bunch of pictures. I licked the side of the fenders, but that's as close as I could get to the insides. Aha, nasty. I just love every bit of it except for the nose. The nose is barf, but this is really cute. Everybody was nice there, very informative. I enjoyed the people there. It was just a great collective experience being able to race the cars, test drive. We got to test drive some of the boring ones because unfortunately, yeah. But either way, if you want to get out there and see what a BMW can do, I strongly recommend it. If you're looking for an M, you're going to have to cough up a little money, but either way, it's great fun. Check it out. This is a part where I get to be annoying and tell y'all to like our video and subscribe so we could keep sending you more of this fun stuff about cars.
Oh, got a little hungry in between takes, but I want to let you know that in a little bit, we're going to take a look at some of your first cars with Jamal Explains It All, and take a deep look at the golden era of the Skyline. Hey girls, welcome back to another segment of
Jamal Explains It All.
where he's gonna, I guess,
Explain it all about cars. But I don't really know anything, but I'm going to try to explain it.
I guess he knows, your dirty laundry and what you've been doing in these cars, and he'll be able to basically take a look at your first car that you ever drove and pretty much decide what type of person you are, which is
Pretty much trash. Because I'm kind of relate to that. So yeah, I'll know who you are based off of your first car, and I'll kind of give you some info.
all right. So trash friends, you ready? All right, so you ready for this week's batch of first cars?
Yeah, I think so. Ooh. Okay, so this one is a 99 Ford Taurus. Yeah. So this is the one I think about when anyone says, oh, it's Taurus season. This is what come rolling in, like Taurus season, you big, you loud, tired, washed. Ooh, sorry, all my Taurus friends, I love y'all. But no, this gives big Taurus energy. And yeah, I remember this car, I actually had an aunt who had one of these, and the only thing I remember was she had like 6 kids, and she used to fit me, my little brother, plus her 6 kids in this big old car, and we would have to go to the Kingdom Hall because we would show us witness, and then we would go out to hometown buffet after. So that's what this gives. 99 Ford Taurus.
You know who had that car?
Who?
My dad. He had it for the longest time because we were like, please stop driving this. But my mom would drive the cute cars and my dad drove the Taurus. It was a Taurus. It gave parked out front of the house.
Parked out front of the house, and it was gonna run until the wheels fell off and until it needed a new engine, and then it's probably gonna still run without an engine in it. So that's what this gives.
95 Isuzu Rodeo.
Jesus, 95 Isuzu Rodeo. Baby. This one, if you drove this, you probably have a drinking addiction right now.
There are bottle cans literally falling out of all.
You get out, boom, 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 boom. You get in the back, girl, you kicking over cans, you kicking over bottles. Like, wow, what a time. This is kind of iconic. I mean, is Isuzu even around still? Is
Not here.
okay.
I mean,
In hell? I mean, where else would it be? I don't know.
yes, Jamal, other countries are hell.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, these cars are built tough. I mean, you hit a wall, the wall is gonna sue you. Like, wow. So next one. Ooh, 2000 Mitsubishi Gallant. Ooh. So this car, I remember my mom used to get, it was one point we didn't have a car, so we was getting rentals. So this was one of the rentals that we thought was like so bomb. And I remember she used to be like, ooh, guess what rental I got? I used to be like, girl, what? She used to be like, the Mitsubishi Gallant. I used to be like, ooh, we about to be rolling. And I thought this car was just so tea. Now looking at it, it was trash. Like...
It was not that girl.
It definitely was not that girl at all. But Mitsubishi was doing its thing. You remember I had a little Mitsubishi at one point. I had a 97.
You had a 97 Mitsubishi Eclipse without a seatbelt.
Without a seatbelt.
We'll be riding on our way to glory. Didn't even know it. Driving road trips with no seatbelt.
Road trips. I remember we drove, where did we go? To San Diego. That was a 2-hour drive with no seatbelt. I just said, Ryan, just sit back. We're going to pray and we're going to get there. But it made it. We made it. We still alive. Barely. But we still alive. But, oh man, Mitsubishi. There's another one. Is Mitsubishi even still around?
Kinda. Like, I feel like they really just want to make TVs right now. They're doing weird things. Like the Eclipse kind of had an SUV. There's a car that they have now that's really nice, but it's only nice because Nissan made it for them. It's really confusing. So I don't know what's going on with Mitsubishi. They've dropped like several balls. Bless their heart. But yeah, no.
Okay, yeah. They can stay where they are in the past. Very cute, beautiful gowns. '01 Jetta. Oh my gosh, it smelled like crayons, Lord. It smelled like crayons because they probably used crayons in the inside. I mean, Jesus Christ, these cars, now I won't lie. At one point, like I loved me a Volkswagen. I even had a Volkswagen as well. But actually no, I had 2 Volkswagens. My very first car, if we're gonna get into it, was a 97 Volkswagen Passat. It was a white 97 Volkswagen
I already know how those look.
Yes, and I thought it was so bomb. It had cream interior, leather seats. It had a sunroof. I got me a little sound system put in. I had my little CD player with my little, they didn't have Bluetooth. They just had aux back then. So I had my little aux cord. Ooh, I thought I was so tea. But that thing used to break down so much. Same with these. I had a friend who had one of these, and baby, let me tell you, her car was breaking down I felt like every day the shit was breaking down. Like,
It's like, girl, we getting home or not?
are we getting home? Like, girl, what we gonna do? Like, why does this take diesel? Where are we gonna even get diesel from? Like,
Girl, we're off 185th. Where am I getting diesel from over here?
where am I gonna get? Girl, do we gotta rob a truck? Like, what I gotta do?
Not a heist.
Girl, we about to stick up this truck because we need about $10 worth of gas. So I'm gonna need you to give me the gas, truck driver, so we could go. But yeah, these were a time. Like I remember, I loved these back in the day. So I really can't say too much about them. But I did love them. But they're washed now. Ooh, 92 Toyota Celica.
I think it smells like street corn.
It definitely does smell like street corn. These little hot rods here, you still see these on the street. You still see them on the street, loud. Then it cut off. Then it kind of started back up, kick it up. Yeah, like I feel like if you had a Toyota Celica like back in '92, like you were T.
You were doing it.
You were doing it. Back in 92, yes. Now, if you had a 92 Celica back in 2002, you probably in jail right now or have been in jail multiple times. No tea, no shade, because this was a wild one right here. You probably got speeding tickets galore. Yeah, no. The Toyota Celica, it's not given for me. Not anymore. Not right now. Back then, yes, it was bomb. But right now, no. Next one. '04 Honda Accord. Now, this is cute. The '04 Honda Accord was the mom car of mom cars. That's what it gives.
But it was also like cute, mom. Like Accords.
Yes.
Accords have always been giving it. Like whenever, like in the current year, whatever year we're in, like Accord is that girl for like the 4-door situation.
'04 Honda Accord, definitely mom car. Like cute mom car.
Very cute.
Very cute.
Accords have always been giving. Like I don't care what year we're in, the Accord is getting it done. It's like if I have 4 doors and I don't want to spend a ton of money, but I still want you to maybe kind of turn your head or, get a little wet when you're inside the car, I'm probably going to get an Accord. I'm not doing Camry. I'm not doing Altima. We've already discussed about Altimas, and Accord is it. But looking at the '04 Accord, what is that giving you?
This is giving me, I'm a teacher, and I'm a little bougie. I like to drink white wine, but I also like to go out with my homegirls to the right track on the weekends to go to the club, the strip club, if y'all don't know, white track. But, I mean, it gives like, I'm not low bottom like a Civic, but I'm not like a little highbrow like I can't get an Acura. It's right in between there. But it's cute. Accords have always been cute. I feel like Accords will always be cute. And yeah, it's honestly a good car, and they last and
forever. Last. They're cheap. Like that's an extra couple drunk nights or two each month. Yeah. If you get your Accord instead of your Acura.
Yeah, and I mean it's gonna be here just as long as the roaches. It's gonna be here to the end of time. It ain't going nowhere. So kudos to that. A '96 Ford Explorer. Yeah, these just give me, I don't know why I think of a bank robber. I think it's like, stick them up. Stick them up.
This is the getaway car? You're getting away in a Ford Explorer.
I feel like this is a getaway car. You throwing all the bags in the back. Like, get it, stick them up. And then you're going to drive off, and of course the police going to catch you, and it's going to give like OJ scene. Like they going to be chasing you in your Ford Explorer.
Meanwhile, we didn't even make it onto the ramp because they done took us out, like set it off. It's just
they done threw that thing out. Them tires is flat. You rolling, and guess what? The Ford Explorer isn't gonna keep rolling because this thing is built like a damn tank. So you probably might hit a few people in it. It's fine. You ain't gonna get no dents. It's gonna last. It's iconic. I feel like you still see them on the streets though.
You do. Usually it's your raggedy cousin that's still driving that Ford Explorer. And so every time you see it pull up, you're like, oh, here comes the shit.
Here he comes.
Family reunion, she pulling up, starting all the drama. Like, here come fucking Keisha and her raggedy kids.
Loud, drunk, all 7 of them hopping out. Baby, diaper full.
None of their hair combed.
At all. Not at all. I think of like wearing some sweats, dirty sweats with a wife beater. It just don't.
With SpaghettiO stains on it.
Yeah, SpaghettiO. Like, why you ain't clean that before you came? You knew you was coming to this picnic. You could have.
Hello, this is a biannual situation, girl. You knew about this 2 years ago. You had 24 months to comb your kid's hair and let that shirt soak in some water.
But yeah, the Ford Explorer is iconic. It was a moment in time. It was cute. We'll let it have that. But yeah, we will definitely not go back to any more Ford Explorers.
We will not.
Sorry, Ford. Ciao.
Wow. Your cars.
Wow.
Trash.
Trash.
Get them out of here. Or actually keep bringing them back each week so we can tell you what we think about you and your car.
Yeah.
And your family.
Yeah. Send them in.
One month and you're still here through all these mental breakdowns and hair colors. And honestly, we like to say thank you. But most importantly, we'd like to be thankful for the fact that you're going to be here with us next week as we shift things into gear for 90s month and get out in the field with a very, very rare find. Oh, am I supposed to tell you what car it is? Yeah, it's going to be the
Nissan's GTR, also referred by enthusiasts as Godzilla, is well regarded as one of the most well-rounded sports cars ever produced. Originally debuting in 1968 at the Tokyo Motor Show, the Skyline GTR was presented alongside Nissan's R33 race car to showcase its sporting intentions. The model put Nissan on the global racing scene, having no less than 33 victories in 1.5 years of race. In this piece, we're focusing on R32 through 35, or the Dirty 30s. These particular models are highly sought after and represent the most impressive engineering advances from the manufacturer. The R32, for example, was introduced in 1989 with the sole purpose of dominating FIA's Group A racing class. Like prior GTRs, the model was based on Nissan's venerable Skyline and coupe form. It features the company's Atessa all-wheel drive, a twin-turbocharged inline 6-cylinder engine, and a 5-speed manual transmission. That power plant, codenamed RB26 DETT, produced an advertised 276 horsepower, a number that fell in line with Japan's gentleman's agreement on max horsepower of the era, meaning it likely produced far greater power. Production of the R32 ceased in '94, but many can now be found on our U.S. roads thanks to the NHTSA's 25-year rule, which allows vehicles to be imported to the States 25 years after release. The successor, the R33 GTR, followed soon after in '95. It continued the same recipe that brought the manufacturer much success prior. Much of the powertrain was carried over, but tweaks were made to improve the durability and capabilities. Those changes allow for power outputs of up to 400 horsepower in limited models like the RBX, equipped with the Nismo 400R, a model capable of doing 0 to 60 in a swift 3.8 seconds in '95. Later that year, Best Motoring conducted a test of the R33 at the Nürburgring track where the car achieved a 8:01.72 minute lap time. Insane. At the time, it was the fastest Road Legal Series production car and second fastest Road Legal production car around the track. In '96, that record was broken, but it was by another GTR, the R33 V-Spec, with a lap time of 1 second under 8 minutes. '99, when it was beaten by its successor, the R34 GTR. With this generation came so many changes. For one, overhangs were reduced as many felt the prior model had grown too much in size. Something that we're not really doing today. The R34 also gained a 6-speed Getrag manual transmission. I probably butchered the pronunciation. After production in 2002, Nismo created a special Z-Tune model. With know-how acquired from the development of the Le Mans and GT500 race cars, they were able to produce a beastly 493 horsepower in the limited run. The R34, as you've seen it, is most notable in pop culture for being used as Paul Walker's car in Too Fast, Too Furious. We said about the Dirty 30s, they've solidified Nissan's place in the world of motorsport and in the hearts and dreams of auto enthusiasts all over the world. They're a testament to Nissan's capabilities and prove a mainstream Japanese brand can produce a world-class supercar killer. The R35 soon followed, which we'll talk about later. But today, speculation of a new generation is hinted that the next model may utilize electrification, as the brand has found much success with their EV models. Wow, Nissan.